3, 2, 1.
Diving in. What's up, everyone? Oh, no, I fucked that up. Timeout.
Outro.
Is it because it's still week 4, right?
It is still week 4. Yeah.
Okay, so it's still week 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the Back Post Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation, bringing you everything you need to know in the competitive world of 8-Bit Nation League, Pixel, and Prism. And now your hosts, Shade, Bacon, Boomer, and Pitch.
What's going on, everyone? Week 4 is almost in the books. One game left. That's going to be Otakas versus Vikings. Today, Sunday, at 8 p.m. tonight, with Marty Boy doing the casting. But we haven't talked to you guys in a while, so let's dive in and go over the standings first, and I don't know, kind of go over what has happened since we last talked. What you got anything fun there, Bacon? You gonna go with the standings?
Yeah. Let's talk about the standings. So we'll start with Prism. Prism.
The weaker league, yeah.
It has gotten more exciting. I'm gonna start defending Prism.
No, fuck you, Prism.
It has been. It's been a phenomenal, first few weeks of the season. But Prism standings so far, these are going into week 4. We're going to talk about what's happened in week 4, but these are everything up through week 3. So first you had Houston, second was Lincoln, third was Florida, fourth was Vinland. Solid top 4. Those four teams are carrying the Prism excitement.
Are they the exciting teams?
Well, 3 of them are. One of them's skated by, skin of their teeth type of thing.
Which one's that? Which one's the JV Prism team?
They're not JV. Please don't. That's gonna be Florida.
Okay.
Florida's had some close calls, but you got to close out those series. But in 5th we've got St. Petersburg. 6th is New York Nightmare. 7th Oklahoma City. 8th Havana. 9th Kyoto. 10th Round Rock. 11th Miami. And 12th, LA. The teams near the bottom, they're definitely having a rough start to their 8-bit league season, but plenty of time left. Going over to Pixel, what is commonly accepted as the more exciting league, even though I'm trying for you, Prism. I'm trying.
You're just trying because you're managing it now.
We don't talk about that yet. Pixel standings going into week 4. Were 1 Boston, 2 Lansing, 3 Deadwood, 4 Erie, 5 New Mexico, 6 Honolulu, 7 Birmingham, 8 Mississauga, 9 Luxor, 10 Missouri, 11 KC, and 12 Incheon.
That's the order.
Yeah. That's your catch up. We had a lot of good games week 2 and 3. Like Shade said, we hadn't talked to you guys in a little bit. We're hoping now that we've gotten through half of the holiday season, we'll be able to get into a regular rotation, so we're not having to omit any reviews and talk about your guys' things. But it's been a phenomenal 2 weeks. Appreciate you guys for that. I thought we've seen really some phenomenal series, and week 4 kind of wrapped it all up with a pretty bow. Shade, I don't know if you noticed when looking at the review here, but so far, still missing 1 game for week 4. But we've had 7 series go. 7 of 11 series have went to 5 games for week 4.
I see that. I haven't been able to watch a lot this week. I've had a lot going on with work, but I've heard a lot of game 5s. So
yeah, these teams have kept the casters absolutely busy. Beautiful series.
7 game 5s.
Yeah. Yeah, and only 3 sweeps. So they sped it up on 3 of the 4 other games.
Trying to help out the casters. That's
yeah,
nice.
it's nice. It's nice sometimes when you're casting to get in there, knock out a quick 27-minute stream, and call it a day. But then yeah, long series with overtimes and stuff. Then you're casting for 50 minutes. So
Yeah.
but
Before we dive into the reviews too far there, I do want to shout out to those who are gifting or even just plain old subbing to the Twitch. That's helping out a lot. We're able to get the casters a little gift here and there for doing what they do, and that's going to keep them doing their job. So keep that up. That's great.
Yeah, I was actually with Shade IRL yesterday, and we were talking about it a little bit. All the subs bits are great. The views are still phenomenal. You guys
the
are
views
killing
are
it.
fantastic.
We get an email after every stream telling us what you guys are doing, and I mean the numbers are solid. You guys are killing it. Even if you're not as active in chat, you've got it on and lurking, and that's what we ask for. We want to help.
Did you see
keep
the most used emote that we had?
Not super recently.
It was my angry face.
Yeah.
I'm confused why people are using that one.
Somebody pissed
What are we
somebody
mad about
off,
in
chat. Yeah. But yeah, let's pop into the review here. I'll talk about the first one, and we'll bounce back and forth. First one was, I think so far, the most enjoyable series of both 8-bit leagues this season. Lincoln versus New York. Doggo versus Kilo. With all the accompanied players surrounding them. This was just an enjoyable series. It's very strong back and forth. We saw some mechs come out. Just nothing but strong rotations. I mean, a lot of strong defense. It had everything. There's another series we're going to talk about that kind of competes with it for most enjoyable series. We'll talk about that one in a few, but Doggo was them being able to close that out 3-2, huge for them. They're still trying to maintain part of their hold on top of the prism, and yeah, it delivered.
Right on. Like I said, I didn't get to watch a lot this week. I was pretty bad about turning things on at work because I was busy. But Florida got a 3-2 victory over St. Petersburg. How was that game? Was that game entertaining?
It was enjoyable. Yeah, I threw a little bit of shade at Florida when talking earlier, but I mean they're putting out entertaining series, and it 3-0, 3-2 doesn't matter. You're getting that win. Sometimes you need your team to go 3-2 and show that you can pull it out in a clutch moment. And Florida keeps doing that. St. Petersburg is a very good team. This was a fun series.
Right on. You got Miami versus Round Rock, or what was it, Round City that you had him as to begin with?
I don't remember. Yeah, Ben almost got his first win here. But
he's been rather disappointing, huh?
It hasn't been clicking. But this was a fun series too. There were parts of it that lead towards that argument that people want to put Pixel over Prism. But teams showed up, gave us an entertaining game, but Miami took that 3-2, and that is what it is. That was an important win for Miami. Being where they were in the standings going into this week, both them and Round Rock right near the bottom. So somebody had to get a win, but I think it was very important for Miami to be able to, maybe turn their season around.
Right on. Got a couple sweeps coming up, huh? Houston over Havana.
That's Houston is they're a powerhouse right now.
They're a problem, huh?
They look the part. Getting the 3-0 over Havana. This was there were enjoyable moments, but Houston pretty much had control start to finish.
Hornets doing their things. So we got OKC versus LA, the battle of the alphabet here.
Yeah.
Not a very strong fought battle, huh?
No. This was a tough one for Mafia. Game 1, they got destroyed. The rest of the series got a little bit closer, but Mafia kept getting down by multiple goals, and they just couldn't claw back enough. So yeah, good control by OKC to take the sweep.
Nice. And then Otaka's versus Vineyard Vinland still to come, yeah.
Yep, the Vineyards.
The Vineyards.
Yeah.
Diving down into Pixel, and I was thinking about the reason people talk crap and say Pixel's better is because there's no defense. Same thing like people like NCAA football. There's a lot of scoring. You want to see scoring. When a football game is low scoring, people think it's boring.
It's true.
But it's better football. So
it's true. But Pixel, they're taking their swing still to try to be the top. And this first game here we're going to talk about definitely competes with Lincoln, New York for so far best series of 8-bit. We had Lansing against Erie, Unfo against Boomer. That's this one. Shade, if you go back and watch go watch that series. Erie started out, they were up 2-0. This was a reverse sweep.
Yeah, I heard a lot about this one.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought Boomer played exceedingly well, especially given everything that happened leading up to this game. There's a lot of shit talk.
You're not the only one I've heard outside of Boomer saying that he actually played very well in this series. So.
Very strong. And the team around Unfo, Skull, Corvs, they stepped up. Strong defense, good clears. They were really flowing well and allowed this reverse sweep to happen. I felt sorry for Boomer getting reverse swept. That's not a way you want to lose a series.
That hurts.
But it was competitive. Once it got to Game 5, neither team could be that disappointed they lost the series. Great series. You showed you can compete against another top team. And I said it in the Twitch chat. This could very well have been a preview for what ends up being the Pixel Finals. So, beautiful series. If you didn't get a chance to watch it and you're listening, go back and watch it on the Twitch. Just fun, high, competitive play. It was great.
Brand new Luxor would take both those teams. It's all good.
On God. We'll talk about that later.
We got Boston versus Missouri. 3-2 in it. Another Game 5.
Yeah, I loved this series. So it was, I believe,
Mudcats, right?
Yeah, I believe it was Game 4. Missouri beat the absolute shit out of Boston to send it to 5. And I thought Missouri was taking the series, but Boston locked in and pulled it out, as they keep doing.
Those Pomegranate Falcons are hard to beat, man.
Yep, shout out D-Fane.
No, he's the one who carried them.
That's just what he does.
I'd rather not talk about this next one, but
well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to give love to our boy Couch. Birmingham beat our team Luxor 3-2. This was a competitive series. I don't think it was the best showing from either team, but did go to 5, and Birmingham just closed it out, kind of with authority. Nothing but love. That's Couch made a move that we'll talk about later, and this paid off for him. So, good win for him.
Imagine making moves. What a loser. Deadwood. What?
You skipped one.
On purpose.
Oh, okay.
What was your face for? What were you about to say?
Talking about making moves.
I didn't move.
Oh, I know.
All right, we'll go with Honolulu and Mississauga. I can't say it. What is it? Mississauga?
Mississauga, yeah.
Mississauga. Honolulu taking it 3-2. I'd rather put their team names on here.
Got it. I think you've said that every episode, and I still don't do it. I gotta do it. This was a great one. I mean, this was another 5-game series. I know Honolulu was disappointed that they let this series go to 5. But they didn't have Sly. This is one that they had to play with their sub and manager Liam the whole time, but he played very well.
Oh, they went with Liam in the whole time.
Yep, he got 5 games.
Man,
it was an entertaining one. We had talked about Mississauga quite a bit because I think we scrimmed them before our game.
yeah.
And it didn't go well for them. But then this competition came out, and it's like, okay, they've figured something out. They figured out at least how to play with each other comfortably.
Or Honolulu frauds.
Either one. But, hey, you take the dub when you can get it and move on.
True. Got a sweep in week 4 for the Deadwood Demons versus KC. How devastating of a sweep was this, Bacon? Was there competition?
It was okay. I've liked what I've seen the past couple weeks out of KC. It just didn't click in this series. They could not really get an edge on Deadwood at any point. So it was a tough one for them. That's a tough draw.
Demons are one of the top teams in Pixel, so hard to beat. We had New Mexico versus Incheon. 3-1 them. Saw that coming.
Yeah, this was another one. This series to me felt more lopsided than the Deadwood KC series, even though Incheon took it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It's something about Incheon. I want to like them. I want it to work. It's something there. I don't know.
Well, that's scary.
It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't know.
Well, that's a problem.
Well, whatever.
All right then. We got a new little bit here for everybody. We're gonna have Koa pop in with his players and possibly a manager of the week situation. So that's what this is.
Hey everybody, it's Koa with your Week 4 Pixel and Prism Players of the Week. For your Week 4 Pixel Offensive Player of the Week, it'll be Nerd Justman for 7 goals in their 3-2 win over the Mudcats. An impressive showing. And for your Defensive Player of the Week, I have Unfo with 9 saves in his 3-2 win over Eclipse to remain undefeated and the number 2 seed in Pixel. Your Week 4 Prism Offensive Player of the Week is going to be my boy, Mom Debbie, for his 4 goals and assists in their 3-2 win over Nightmare to also remain undefeated in their Prism League. Your defensive player is going to be Noriko with his 8 saves in 5 games, winning 3-2 over Wave. What a banger. I was also asked to do a Manager of the Week. Big shout out to Smurfy, for who I think just put together a very talented team. I'm very interested to see what you do this week, Smurfy. That'll be it for my Week 4 accolades. Back to the desk.
There you have it. I don't know who they are yet, but they're amazing. Great job, Koa. We do have an interview this week as well, so take a break. Listen to Kilo.
Now it's time to sit back and enjoy our exclusive interview segment, where we chat with top players and coaches to gain insights into their strategies and experiences in the competitive world of Rocket League.
Gross. People of 8-Bit, welcome. Today we have the man, the myth, the legend, Kilo. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself, Bacon?
I'm living the dream, man. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, we're definitely not recording this well after recording the main episode, as you'll hear from Shay later on. But we wanted to get Kilo in here. This was supposed to be a different episode, but that's going to come later. So for right now, we're just going to touch base with a long-standing homie now, guy that's been heavily involved in 8-Bit. You guys always see him in VC, willing to play with different people. So we're going to catch up with him and see how he thinks his season's going. So we'll start with that. Kilo, how's your season going?
Pretty good, pretty good. No complaints. Obviously, I have Mellow again, which is, already having the chem built. And then throwing Beef in there, man, I was so hyped when I saw Beef on the list during the draft. It was between him and Ezio, because those were like the two names that kind of popped out. And I was like, man, I love Beef, I got Chem with Beef. No, not throwing shade at Ezio or anything, I just never really talked to him. But yeah, when I saw Beef's name, I was like, snag, really hyped. Then I got Mello, and I was really hyped for that. I definitely didn't want color or anything, it's all good. The balls. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sitting on the draft desk, like when Beef passed on, or no, when Boss. No, you took Beef from Boss, right? Or did he?
I wasn't thinking like that.
No, I know, but that's like what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And then on the turn, he took Koa from you,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, so that's how it worked out. Yeah, that was crazy how it was like you guys took each other's picks there, even if you weren't meaning to. But both rosters came out very strong. We were very high on New York and obviously high on Houston, and or at least some people were. I wasn't as high, I guess. I picked against them in week 1, and Koa has reminded me of that often. So, but yeah, yeah, two very good squads. So, you know, where Prism's sitting now, we're like a third-ish of the way through. You guys going all the way?
I do think so. I think that, you know, we do replay reviews, we do scrims, we jump in Gangster sometimes as well. If you know what that is, it's like a 6-man's kind of website for scrims. And, we're doing pretty good for that part. The thing is about the Hornets is that their defense is just so strong. And that's, that's kind of the playstyle that we have right now. We're more like a counterattack, as, we are number 1 in saves as a team, which I was not expecting. I think that's also considering all our Game 5s, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
How many Game 5s we had. But yeah, I mean, I think we're looking pretty good. Really happy with our chem and, the vibes. We're always having a good time in the chats. Sometimes it is a little tough, when we lose that Game 4, it's like, damn, we're like, we backflip or miss an open net or, whatever. But then that's my job as a coach. I know Beef and Mello will, say this about me, that, always good vibes. Always, you gotta be happy and, don't worry about it. It's in the past, GG's go next.
Of course, and that's the difficult part about this with being a manager. I'm sure all managers could attest. At least if you're communicating with your team, how do you get over the bad loss? Getting blown out's almost easy, but losing a close one, especially if it was on like one person's mistake, that's a hard thing to coach through, hard thing to manage through. But the good teams do it, and that's I was talking to somebody yesterday about power rankings, how we'll see some teams drop a little bit if they won in Game 5. Someone's like, why are they being punished for going to 5? Like, there's more pressure to win a Game 5 than there is to win a Game 3.
Oh, yeah.
So there's times I'd rather see my team be able to pull out that Game 5 as opposed to the sweep. The sweep, you were just outmatched. That period. Game 5, you're playing an equal team. You're playing a good team. And so, I thought that was a good point you made. But you talked about vibes. People have talked, the topic's always going to be Prism versus Pixel. Got it. I think solidly 10 out of the 12 teams in Prism are nothing but vibes. Full chemistry, really well on the teams. I do think there's a couple, but that number, that 10 is a little bit higher than I thought it would be with doing the next bag draft, because Kilo, we split into 2. We've got upper, we've got lower. This divides a lot of friendships. People aren't able to just play with the guys they queue with in cash. You're kind of out of your comfort zone having to queue with some of these other high level guys. How do you think that's worked out so far?
I mean,
like, you're no longer having to build an attack going at Smurfy or me or Liam.
Yeah.
Like you're having to contend with Doggo.
Honestly, I think it's
big names. That's what I was asking.
So now, when you first told me about this setup and how everything was going to run for this league, I was really hyped because there's 2 things. One, obviously, it's more fun for the higher ranked players to play against higher ranked players. 2, it's also good content, which is much more enjoyable. Well, not, no shade at Pixel, no shade. I like watching Pixel matches too, but, higher up gameplay is more enjoyable to watch.
It should be.
It should be, right? And that was the goal. That's, going to, we talked about it. But I think as a player, definitely it's a lot more enjoyable, being able to watch, what's it called, the replay review and everything, the VODs, being like, damn, that's a good team, see their flaws, see their pros, cons, where more of like a, let's say, C2 team would be like, you can't really read the play, you know what I mean? So as doing a replay review, it's more beneficial for us as well. There's so many pros of it, I love it. But yeah,
Sure. Yeah, and I mean that's the exact reason why we looked into it. Iron sharpens iron, and that's also the argument for Pixel. It's there's some guys that do well playing up and they will get better. Some guys don't. Some guys are really only going to get better playing in their own rank and really solidifying the fact that they belong there. So some of the C1s, C2s in Pixel are starting to shine a little bit because they're just playing against C1s and C2s. So it does work both ways there.
Sorry, I don't want to go.
No, you're good. I think it's two different levels of entertainment. We're able to see
exactly.
C1s and C2s play within their range. They're not having to deal with all these other mechanical guys who maybe just have more time on the game or have more time to play the game day to day. It gives everybody the ability to be in their own realm of comfortability. And that's what's shining through. So people can say whatever they want about Pixel or Prism. The content is there, period, and it shows each series. So a 1-0 Prism game, yeah, that's boring to some people. But somebody else said an argument yesterday, like a football game that has no touchdowns. That's not a bad football game. Yeah, that's a really good football game where the defenses did their job. So it's that I like the way that goes. Sure, if we get a 9-7 Prism game of flip resets and double taps, hell yeah, great. That's gonna go great for the clips. But we've also got some of that in Pixel, so it goes both ways.
Let me reword myself about that. So, obviously we have Pixel v Pixel, so that's enjoyable to watch because, it's an even matchup, Mm-hmm. That's the thing. And then obviously Prism, even matchup as well. Though I didn't really word it the best. I don't want to get hate on me or anything.
No, you're good. There shouldn't be, listen, you people, there should be no hate from this interview. Kilo's a homie. He's been the biggest supporter of doing the Prism Pixel split. You're gonna see, and you're gonna see a lot more of Kilo in the future. That's plans we'll talk about more with you guys later. But I did have one final question for you, Kilo. And we're gonna talk more about it on a later episode. So let's pick and choose here. Kilo was one of the people that were heavily involved with our previous league and org. So he still came along with us on this journey. Even to the point where some people that were contractually obligated with him, they bounced from 8-Bit because of that. Kilo stuck around. So talk to me a little bit about your opinions on the transition from U3 to 8-Bit.
So now I know we are going to talk about this more in depth, but I'll just cut right to the chase here. It was definitely very professionally done, how they handled everything. And, it was not really a hard choice, but it was like one choice or the other, There wasn't really no in between. So I was like, gotta stay with the homies, and, and don't get me wrong, no hate or anything. YJ, Light, love you guys for everything you did, very professional about everything, and appreciate that. I hope, for the best for everyone. I think that Jay is still on the team. I don't know if that's correct.
As of now, and the last time I heard, yes, but I think because you and I talked about contract date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think this is similar. So it's we're just waiting on it. But yeah, we're gonna talk more about that on a later episode. I will say one thing to what you said. I want it to be known, and I hope that YJ or Light would listen. At no point did it need to be one or the other.
Yep.
We weren't trying to push anybody to doing a pro team for 8-Bit. we've been doing it for seasons. Back when we've done it since before RLGLA was a thing. So there was never any need for a competition. It's not what it is, and it started to feel like that. So that's where I felt bad for guys like Kilo, Gino, Jay. It doesn't need to be one or the other. We could support them. I'd retweet them. I don't give a shit. I still follow them on TikTok. And then, so that just is what it is. We're going to talk a lot more about that later. But yeah, so, I'll leave you, Kilo, the floor is yours. One final word to the league. You can talk shit. You can be humble. Whatever you want to do.
I'm always
The floor
humble.
is yours. So.
That's it. Alright, well, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate your time, Bacon, and everything. Again, no hate, YJ Light. Love you guys. If you guys do listen to this. And New York Nightmares, go number 1. Advice, Samu. I think Mincy? No? Is that the old team? Who's on that team?
Vice, Samu, and Matt Norizo. Just bow. Just like that. Fuck you, Samu. Nah, I love you, Samu.
Yeah, fuck you, Defan. Sorry, my bad.
Whoa,
My bad.
hey, it's
Whoa.
February, Kilo.
Love you, Defan. But fuck you, Couch.
Fuck you, DK. That's my fuck you. So, alright. Kilo, we'll catch up with you later, man.
Yes, sir.
Alright, see ya.
Peace, guys.
Yet again, no idea what he said, but I'm sure it was fantastic. I love Kilo. He's a homie. Going back into this podcast stuff, we've already done league standings, which is what would be next. So we're going to go into the trades and signings so far for the. Oh my God, there's been a lot. There's been so much.
It's been busy.
Man, when you don't do this for a minute, you get piled up, huh?
Oh yeah, it's stacked.
We had someone retire from LA Mafia. That was, how do you say that name? Fez?
Defs. Yep.
And they signed Jedi. So that was cool. Round Rock traded Akaza to Miami for Myth. Baka went non-playing. Ended up retiring. But Mafia signed Anomaly, and Bacon will be taking over as non-playing manager for LA because we're doing so bad in Pixel. So he's like, I can't stand just managing this team.
Yeah.
Really hurt.
Sure.
And two, what happened here? Is this the one? No. Enshin traded Louis and Z-Bio to Missouri for Juki and Bula. And then Birmingham released T. Holly, signed Bozy. And then T. Holly retired. So life was getting away for him. Enshin released Nessie and signed Kaipo. Misa Naga, Monarchs, released Yeet Nitro and signed Sixy. Birmingham traded Panda and a first rounder to Monarchs for Gardens. That's the move you alluded to earlier. And a second and a 3-team? What?
Well,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And a second.
So, yeah, and we can talk about that one for a quick second.
Yeah.
Because that's being Luxor. We've scrimmed Birmingham the absolute most.
Yes.
At this point,
We were ready for that matchup.
Yeah, we've probably logged, somewhere about 30-ish scrim games against them. And then, boom, they make the trade. And we play them. The change that Gardens brought to just their speed of play was phenomenal. This was an absolute W move for Couch to try to get his team into a position to push for this postseason. So
definitely. Then we had the 3-teamer with Enshin, Luxor, and Monarchs. Enshin would receive Juan Cena, Sixies, and a third round from the Monarchs. Luxor received Bula, Kaipo, and 2 first rounders, one being from the Monarchs, the other being Birmingham's first round pick. And then Monarchs received Shampoo, my boy, I'm gonna miss ya, Pitch, He's not here because he's so mad at Bacon. 2 seconds and a third. That mad at Bacon thing was a lie. It was just a joke.
He could
But the
very.
2 second.
Yeah. I haven't talked to
Let's-
him. He may very well be mad.
I've spoke to him. He's not mad.
Oh,
No, there's no hate. 2 seconds are from Luxor and Inchin, and the third is a Luxor third. So, I mean, Bacon, you come out with 2 first rounders and a team that's ready to blow up somebody's season.
Yeah. That just I wanted it. It mostly came from wanting to give people an opportunity to compete in a different situation.
Just not me.
Well, you were included in that, and I pulled you from the trade because I think you're most comfortable with me. So that
Aw.
and that I could be wrong, but you haven't requested a trade, so it's not out. But neither did the other
Gotta
guys.
have my. Oh,
The what it came down to, and I've talked about it with a lot of people. Me and Pitch play very similarly, and I don't know that it's gonna click together. And I can't trade myself, so there's that. But Pitch and Shampoo had good chemistry together, so being able to pair them and get them over to Mississauga to play with somebody like Pinky, who's different than me. I think it gives them a good shot at success. I want the players in this league to succeed. If that's not under me, be free. Go have success elsewhere. And that's bringing in the homies Bula and Kaipo. It wasn't working in Inchin, and I think that's a Smurfy thing. I defend Smurfy all the time, but I do think there's a severe chemistry issue in Inchin, and I still think there is. There is going to be after this trade. Kaipo and Bula, I have zero doubt about being able to incorporate them into the way me and Shade play. Will it result? I don't know. We'll see. We haven't played, so we're gonna see what it looks like. I've
maybe we
had
get some games in.
a lot of people DM me. I know on paper that roster looks like shit. Okay. If we beat you, you're probably not making the playoffs. That's what it's going to come down to. Good luck.
Or at least going far in it.
Yeah. So Shade said we're here to blow up somebody's season. Yep. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and you best believe that banter is going to go hard if we beat you. Be ready.
Yeah, don't
I'm coming.
don't schedule us with thin skin, bro. You got to be ready because it's coming if we beat you. So, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with some homies. There's still maybe more moves to come. We'll see.
You heard it here. He's trading me now.
Maybe. There's a lot of free agents out there that I want them to get some action. So we'll just kind of see how the season goes.
Breaking news. I'm being dropped.
I would never.
That's fun. That's
never.
fun.
I will never. I will never release you. You will have to retire.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
We're
I've done it
stuck.
before. Don't test me.
I know you have.
After all that, we're gonna go into Boomer's players to watch, I suppose, even though he's not here.
Yeah,
I assume these are updated.
Yeah, he sent us a little thing. Boomer's
Did he?
Pixel player to watch is Shade. Boomer says that he wants to see how he performs as a second man on the squad. Boomer is confident that he can rise to the challenge and hopefully put up a competitive performance. That is
He does,
verbatim.
If there is anyone who supports me more than my wife, it is that man. he believes in me so much in Rocket League. It's ridiculous. Like, you draft me, but even you're realistic. You know what I do. You have faith in me to do what I can do, but he believes I'm above that, which is crazy.
Shade's still
For a man who will never draft me.
Boomer, Shade's still on the trade block. So, in prison though, Boomer's player to watch is Koa. I think Koa going up against the mighty Doggo force. Koa will have to step it up to the level of Boss and Ezio to shut Doggo down. I think it's a fair play both ways. Shade's being put in a very uncomfortable position, and I'm used to playing with one person that's probably above me. Shade's used to being the third man, and that's we say that, but every team him and I've been on, we try to force it into that true 3-man rotation. And there's times it works, there's times it doesn't. So now it's just gonna be another situation of work. The onus is more on Kaipo and them. But Shade,
Well,
that there's
the problem has been people we play with don't buy into that true 3 rotation.
Well, that's true. Now we about to cook.
So-
But I love the players to watch, Boomer. Those are good picks. The very they're huge. That's Koa's got to handle Doggo. Shade's got to handle everybody. So
Oh no!
you got to handle it all, bro.
Oh no!
2 man, you got to be ready to shoot. We about to see Shade shooting.
That's gonna be rough. Okay. Well, gotta hit some training packs this week, I guess.
Hmm.
But podcast predictions.
And now we put our Rocket League crystal balls to the test with our prediction segment. We will analyze upcoming matchups and make bold forecasts for who is going to come out on top.
Should be a fun thing here. We got the game of the week being Eclipse versus Havoc, which is. Can I just say something real quick to you?
Mhm.
This whole time you've been using their location. And now you go and you doctor the doc, and now you have all their names on here. What's happening? I need one or the other, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just keeping you on your toes.
I'd rather have this though. I like this.
Yeah, yes, going forward I will do just this.
Alright.
So
Game of the week for Pixel is Eclipse versus Havoc, obviously uncle nephew matchup. And they're good teams. So
yeah, this huge. I think our picks make the most sense. We don't have pitches picks yet. We'll just preface with that. We will have them before the week kicks
yeah,
off.
he'll have them.
But as of right now, we have a desk sweep for Eclipse. And I don't think that's a negative for Havoc. I think it's going to be hard. They've struggled against lesser opponents. I think this one could be hard if they're at full strength. Because I sat there and tried to look like Havoc last week. If they have the same lineup, how does Liam fit in playing against Eclipse? That's a tough matchup for Liam.
Well, and I love Eclipse because they go looking for matchups they won't see in our league.
Oh yeah,
Like they're scrimming college teams. They're trying to scrimmage Prism teams, which there's a whole thing about that. But they're trying to scrim above, so they're easily ready for the league.
sure.
Which is good. So
But yeah, the Eclipse sweep here, but I do think this game of the week, I think it has potential to give us a 4 or 5 game series.
I think it could go 5.
Yeah.
And I mean, Eclipse kind of shook after that loss. So who knows what happens?
True.
You know, we got a notable game of the Mudcats versus the Fallen. Koala and Lord Neo doing their thing there in Fallen. Another desk sweep right now for Fallen in this game. I think Mudcats are going to give them a good run, though.
Absolutely. That Missouri team has looked better each week. And it's a little bit 8-bit heavy on the top 2 games here, but it's not because of that. The Fallen have looked very good, and I think the Mudcats are surging.
Listen, we're all 8-bit here.
That's true. I think Mudcats could, definitely give them a run and even take the series. But I believe in Koala in Game 5 to take them. So
Got that ice.
yeah,
We got the Warriors versus the Foxtrotters. Well, we're gonna stick with this desk sweep stuff until Pitch makes his picks. We're taking the Warriors there in Lansing. They've looked really good.
yeah, it's a tough one for KC. I'd love to see him beat Lansing. I don't know it's gonna happen yet.
Yeah, I mean, Lansing's on something right now. So we got the Falcons versus the Monarchs. Not a sweep. Boomer and I are both going with the new and improved Monarchs. Whereas Bacon said, I traded you there and you guys suck.
Not quite, but Falcons are, I mean, it's going to be what it is. Boomer's picked it and surprised me. I want it to be noted, Boomer has not actively picked the Falcons once this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shocker.
Good team now in Mississauga for sure. We'll see. We'll see what this
I
series
believe
does.
in my boys, my fellow Luxor brethren.
Oh yeah,
You know,
well
I
I
believe
believe in Defane. It's kind of what I've built my life around now. So
in them. Oh, right on, right on.
So,
We got the Pharaohs versus the Demons. I expected me to do this, Bacon. I never expect you to do it.
something's
You're
got to
going with the Demons.
something's got to give, right? I stay picking my team, and it hasn't gone well. So I went ahead and picked Demons.
Now, the last time I picked against us, we won.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Demons in trouble.
I get fucked, DK. Fuck you, DK. It's been a minute. Fuck you, DK.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that guy. Bandits versus Illusion. I'm going Bandits here. So,
Yeah, and Boomer keeps picking Illusion too, and it's not working. So, I love the Bandits here. I think they sweep Illusion.
I think so too. Fuck you, Smurfy.
Fuck you, Smurfy.
Game of the week. Prism Edition.
Prism Addiction.
We got Sentinels versus Hornets, and it is a desk sweep for them Sentinels.
Bro, these death
Over the
sweeps.
Hornets.
These death sweeps on Game of the Weeks are crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know. This is a huge fucking game. I can't wait for that one. But yeah,
I mean,
I
if
said
you
I'm
think it's
picking
crazy,
Doggo
take
until
the
they
Hornets.
lose. I'm picking Doggo until they lose. I said that. I'm on that.
Why is it crazy for the rest of us to start that?
I just didn't expect it. I thought for sure you would go Hornets. I knew Boomer would go Sentinels. I 100% pitch is going to pick Hornets. Count that now. Yeah. So I thought we would be split here for sure. I thought you'd go Hornets.
Nah, man.
So.
Nightmare versus Vikings. I'm going with the Nightmare.
You got to pick the homie Kilo.
Yeah. Boomer said, "Fuck you, Kilo."
Yep.
He's taking the Vikings.
Boomer's on them Vikings. So yeah, that should be a great series. So love that.
We got the only team in the league I'm in their Discord. Wave versus Otakas. I'm picking them Waves, and so are the other two who have made their picks.
Yeah.
So
I like the Otaku's team. I don't know how they.
we surfing.
I don't know how they close it out. I'm excited to watch them play tonight. So.
We got the Rednecks versus the High Flyers. I can't bring myself to pick the Rednecks yet, so going with High Flyers as well as the rest of us.
Yep.
So Hurricanes versus Mafia. I'm taking the Canes. Mafia hasn't showed me much of anything.
I'm taking a shot at Mafia. I'm taking a shot.
Going with your team, huh?
Yeah, man.
I pick them, but not us. Okay.
Yep. I like what I've seen out of Dinks, Anomaly, and Jedi. I think they just kind of ran into a buzzsaw last week. And now that we've made the switch, I can start getting them into scrims, getting them maybe a little bit more organized. And yeah, I like them to upset here.
We got the Phantoms versus Ospreys. I'm going with you, Bacon.
What?
I'm going with you.
I'm
the same pick.
Oh, it's like I'm an Osprey. Yeah, I'm picking Florida.
You can be honorary.
Sure. Yeah, picking the Ospreys. That's Samuel's got a good squad there. Even though they're skating by in some series, they close it out. At this, I don't know who's beating them in Game 5. If it gets Game 5, Florida's taking it. So that's what it's gonna be.
Boomer went with Phantoms. So
Yeah, that's what he does. That's because Samu is Ospreys and Boomer's not picking Samu. So
that's fair.
yeah,
That's fair. Overall records at the moment, we got Bacon at 40-8. What? That's wild. Boomer 26-21, Pitch 27-21, and I am 37-11. So that's that.
Boomer's 26 and
Boomer
22. My bad.
26-22. We've been lied to.
Counting.
Boomer's not here for Rocket League news. I don't know if there's much there.
Not really. No. FIFA or the World Cup thing happened.
Yeah, U.S. through.
U.S.
so.
did so bad. Don't send Riddle's bitch ass to fucking represent the United States. And some of you are really pissed right now because you stand Riddles. But as he did with Space Station, and now as he has done for America, he chokes on the big stage. And there it is. So
Bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer. I really haven't been into that whole Rocket League thing since G2 broke my heart. So
it's true. I've watched more League of Legends competitive stuff than I have Rocket League.
what a
Since the
nerd.
bad times. But let's touch on a couple things real quick, Jay, that we've talked about a little bit. As always, our merch store, guys. Link will be down below. Check
Still
that
working
out.
on things. Still
Um,
working on things.
and if I cannot say it enough, everybody keeps talking to me about merch, and I keep telling them, talk to Shade. Reach out if there's something you're looking for.
100%.
Put it up.
And we
It's
don't
not-
have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something we even have to keep on the store. If you want something custom, if you want something with just your fucking name, talk to Shade. We can put it on the store, you buy it, and we can take it down. Or leave it
Yeah.
up. Maybe some random person on a different team wants to buy a Samu water bottle. Like, whatever it is.
You and these water bottles. You love the water bottles.
I brought that up because Samu last night said he needs to buy a new water bottle. So he's...
Oh,
Yeah, there's context. But merch stuff, guys. Yeah, reach out if there's something you're looking for. We can get it made and get it up there for you.
100%.
We have the YouTube now. I'm gonna put the link down below for that. For the league, this is where all league matches are stored. Since we're not partner on, well, even I think partners even lose VODs, but this is where our matches will be stored. You guys check out the YouTube, see some things there, and we might have some extra content coming on there soon. We'll talk about that at a later date. But yeah, there's that. Final thing. So Shade brought it up, and it might be good to at least initially bring it up for you guys. We have a subathon coming up.
Yes.
The date is TBD. But we're putting together some fun things for you guys to unlock if we make the stream go long enough. Different giveaways, different features of people coming onto the stream doing different things.
It'll be a bunch of different games, right?
Yes, it's not going to be as Rocket League forward as one might think.
More games with the communities type thing.
Yep, a lot of community games, and there'll definitely be some Rocket League. People like their 1v1s, being able to get in there and do that, showcase some things.
Get some show matches.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun.
But Koa, we're going to get Koa involved. Koa is becoming a bigger part of the league, handling our Player of the Week type awards and stuff. And now he's got a camera. Everybody wants to see the sexy Jetman, so we're going to do that. It's going to be awesome. But we're putting together things that we think you guys are going to like, funny things, giveaways. So it's going to be good. Be looking out for more information on that soon. That's all I got. Those were the things. Am I missing anything? Shade went quiet. Oh, I fucked up.
What'd you do? Did you not hit record?
Oh no, I definitely hit record. I'm
No,
still
okay.
recording.
That would have been hilarious. Did you not record me?
No, I recorded you.
Fuck up.
I opened the VC chat to get
Was it
boomers.
recording the VC chat?
Yeah.
What's in the
Why?
VC chat?
Boomers player of the week bullshit.
Oh, that's it though.
But it covers up our cameras.
Oh no!
I'll make that fun. I'm still recording, so yeah, we just need to outro this. Appreciate, yeah,
Can you see
appreciate.
us now?
Yeah, hi.
Welcome back.
Stupid boomer putting something in a VC chat,
Uh,
and it screwed up everything.
you should put it on Facebook chat.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Just Facebook it.
Way to go, Boomer.
Ugh.
You've hurt the podcast.
God, I'm so pissed, but it's fine. But yeah, no, we appreciate y'all for listening to this one.
Yeah. Keep listening. Keep the good games up, and we'll be back.
Sooner.
Deuces.
Bye.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Thank you again for tuning into the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation. Be sure to stay active in the Discord and follow the Twitch channel at 8N Gaming so you don't miss any of the fast-paced, epic Pixel and Prism League content. Well, that's it for now. May your aerials be flawless and your saves legendary.
All right.
Oh. Here's everything.
We cleaned up. I'm talking.
Where's all the stuff?
We cleaned it up.
Where's it back?
Hold on. I'm talking right now. I'm doing the thing.
I put back there. You're gonna hear screaming.
I'm gonna put it back. What does it matter? It's not even that bad. Just the golf clubs. Some bins.
But where?
Just go look. It's not even, I'm gonna move it back. Don't even stress it.
What are you doing down here?
I told you the podcast thing. I'm on the. Yeah, the camera's on.
So don't walk there.
You don't.
I am recording, and I will put her on the podcast if she walks in. So.
Please do not walk by. Please, oh, no.
Tell me what you're doing. Okay?
Okay. I'm gonna put everything back. Don't worry
That's
about
fine. That's fine.
it. Okay.
Tell me when you're done. I'll come down. Okay?
Thank you.
I love that. I needed good outro content, so that's perfect.
Oh man.